Do you think Southampton, obviously they'll be disappointed there, they've gone out 3-1 to Manchester City tonight, but is there a part of them, after that terrible night at home to Leicester City on Friday, will be relieved that it wasn't another goal fest?
Yeah, definitely. They would have been going there just to kind of stop the rut. They would have been going there with some kind of hope and determination to kind of restore faith in the fans, even though obviously they owed them a performance after Friday night. But the fact that they haven't gone there and got beat 4 or 5 can only help their confidence and rebuild slowly. It's going to be another difficult game on the weekend, and I'm sure they're going to face a totally different team, totally different setup, so it's not something they can look back and say, well, we know what he's going to do, because it's got possibly 8 or 9 different players. What's
it like, I'm sure it's happened to both of you in your careers, when you've suffered a really heavy defeat? I mean, not as heavy as that, it equalled the Premier League record.
I always remember losing to Manchester United 6-1, Old Trafford, and it's all about the next game. It really is. You go back, you know, obviously the dressing room after the game is like, you know, it's just quiet, everybody's just looking at each other saying, what happened? But it's all about getting back on that training field. It's about working hard, believing in yourself still, and making sure you somehow get a result the following game. I think we end up playing West Ham the following game, and we end up beating them 3-0. Suddenly, the belief is back, and the confidence is back in the side. So that's how important it is for Southampton's point of view. They scored a goal second. It looked like it could have been 5 or 6 again, then, which would have been a disaster for Southampton's point of view. But they end up getting on the score sheet second half as well, which will give the team a little bit of a confidence. And that's all they've got to do now. Think about the weekend and hopefully try and get a result, which is going to be very difficult again.
What's it like then when you've had a hammering?
It's not nice.
What was yours?
Especially as a defender. Mine was 6-0, to be fair. Aston Villa, Liverpool. And again, it's one of them games where you just, nothing can go right. You just kind of going in and you're thinking, oh, please, like, can it not be my fault, the next goal kind of thing. So it is frustrating, but I think the fact that it was Leicester, no disrespect to Leicester, and then you're facing Man City twice, it was kind of daunting for Southampton.
It's not good looking back at the video when you've had a hammering. I mean, because you must go through the goals and see what's gone wrong, and you know, defensively, it does really put you on the back foot if you concede so many goals. But as I said before, they've got to get back to working hard on the training field and trying to get a result from somewhere.
And with Manchester City, it seems whatever team he puts out, whoever he puts in, they play the same way. It's in their DNA. The only downside tonight was another injury in defence. John Stones injured.
Yeah, it's obviously probably the one position they can't afford to be losing players now. Obviously, Fernandinho missed the game through suspension, but I'm sure he'll be back in on the weekend. But yeah, young Tommy Dore, Man City fan, just like Phil Foden. So I'm sure that's something they grew up thinking about. Obviously, they're still young, but playing under 13s, 14s together, thinking we're going to represent our favourite club in the coffees, it would be great.
I think that's going to be a big decision in January, whether he goes into the transfer market in that centre-half position. Laporte could be back. I said he could be New Year, but that's one position where they might go and say, OK, let's go and get another centre-half.
But who's available? You kind of go there and you'll be like, and you know there's going to be a premium. If Man City are coming, there's a premium anyway. But on the top of that, I know you need him more. So the fact that...
Should have got Gary Cahill, see? What a signing he's been for Crystal Palace.
Well, the other things as well is if he brings somebody in, how many players he then got kicking their heels that are available? It might be a short period where he's short, or he's got to get it straight over the line. Yeah,
well, that's the problem. You can't have too many numbers. It's really hard. I think the hardest bit from a manager's point of view is keeping everybody happy. Yeah. And these sort of competitions like tonight, you know, you can tinker with the side, you can change quite a few players and give people a run out because, you know, you might need them come the end of the season. If you get a few key injuries, them guys have got to be ready to go.
No, I think he's managed to do that better than more managers, because I think the rotation, I don't think anyone feels like they're being dropped. Man City, if you miss the Champions League game, you play in the league game, which is equally as important. So I think the fact that he's rotated consistently makes that no one feels like they're being dropped.